Hello and welcome to my stream today, where we are going back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, where we almost had a bit of an oopsie happen. Um, and it's a very close almost, because I had my game on auto-update. Auto-updating to whatever beta would come out. The problem with that is a new beta came out today. I completely forgot that I had it on auto-update to whatever beta. Also, hello there, because yes, boat. Because the last beta released, I don't know, like 7 months ago? Hang on, let me just check. When was the last beta released? It was forever ago, essentially. Minor update, hotfix, minor, forever ago. Like, half a year or something. Is when the last big update came out that crashed our save file. But essentially, apparently last week on Friday, a new beta came out, which is very big and honestly very interesting because it is 42 new ship hulls. The problem is that it doesn't work with old save files. And the game did auto-update. And if I had launched the game in that state, it would have deleted all of our progress. The thing is, before I launched the game to just check something, because I wanted to update some data that I have for this file, it would have just deleted and thrown away all of the save files. Luckily enough, I didn't do that. I instead loaded the save, or saved the save file at that moment in time onto a backup, and then downgraded the game to the old version, imported it again, and then yeah. So we still have our stuff. Very good. Also, fun fact, did you know that we have built battleships in such a weird number that in theory, if I add one more class of battleship to our number, in order to get to our average of 3, I can make that class 8 ships. We are 8 ships behind. Because we have 16 classes of battleship, but only 43 ships of battleship or battlecruiser. So, yeah. We have the ability of designing a few more battleship classes. Whether or not we'll do that is a different question entirely for the moment, but, didn't you say no more than 3? Yes, the way that I said it is an average of 3. So, per class, I can either make it 3 ships, or I can make it less. However, if I have one class where I build 2 ships, I can build another class where I have 4, until it balances out to average of 3. I thought you gave a total upper limit. No, I'm not going to make a class of ship that's 8 ships long, because that's ridiculous. But essentially, I can make some oversized oversized classes. I think the upper limit that I set was like 5 per ship, but an average of 3. Because we have a bunch of fleets or classes where we have 4, like, that's not the main thing. Hang on, I need to look for battleships. Posen used to be 4, we lost 1. Depending on definition, you already have oversized ship classes galore. I mean, I'm not counting the cruisers. The cruisers would be ridiculous to try and do that. If you want to go by oversized as in the size of the ship, yeah. Yeah. There isn't really much you could say about a ship that is that big. The fact that it's just 5% overweight makes it so much heavier than this. They're the same class of ship, they're the same ship. But because this one is 5% overweight, it's ridiculously overweight. Ah. Man. If you were to sink one of those in Silent Hunter, the after action would upon tonnage number would just say tonnage. 130,000 tons for one battleship. It's ridiculous. The thing is, making that kind of oversized ship more than twice would be completely unreasonable. Something that can actually happen, you saw it. Oh, we're actually advancing into South Algeria at this point. That's nice. Right, there was some fuckery with politics going on last time, I think. Or maybe not. I thought there was. Anyway. Oh right, I know what was going on. They are capturing this area down here, and I'm gonna let them do that. Because they're actually on a good way to capture Albania. And, my goal is to have that be the last existing port. Style a la Mallorca. Montenegro should not be too hard to capture. Croatia is going to be annoying, but the thing is just... I want to deal with some Soviet stuff before that we do that, because I want them off of our doorstep. So we're going to go all the way up to northern Finland, and then we're going to send some Navy stuff down. Because at that point, the only thing that can easily attack us is Britain. Also Italy, but Italy is going to be a problem for later. A problem for later indeed. So here's the question now, though. Should we wait, or should we actually design some more battlecruiser and battleship classes to get our average back up to normal? The cruise liner sized troop carrier that made for most of that ate a lot of deck gun. God damn. A lot. The war continues after failed negotiations. Good. Fight to the end. Transport fleets and the ports. Transport fleet and the ports. Anti-submarine warfare. Timor? Where's Timor? Probably something African, right? Something rebelling against the Portuguese. Could also be American, actually. Now that I think about it. To be fair, Portugal was kind of everywhere, so it could even be Asian. It could literally be anywhere. I'm not gonna look for it. Convoy mission. Heavy cruiser versus heavy cruiser. Are you a new one? No, you're not. Let's not do that. Wait. No, let's do that. That's an old-ass one. That's ancient ship versus ancient ship, and our ancient ship is better by far. Because while this thing is outdated, still not as outdated as the enemy ship. Was unarmed, unescorted, and out of RAF range. Yeah, that's an easy target then. So the enemy ship can only go 20 knots, only has 3 double 6-inch guns, while we have 4 double 8-inch guns, and it's still a heavy cruiser somehow. I know exactly the class of ship that this is that we're fighting. Because it's fucking ancient. Actually, it's 2 double 6-inches. What does cut out to master gate when underwater while driving? What is it? Is it a... Actually, I have no idea. Is it a seatbelt? Yeah, fucking knew it. Not one of your best punts, but got that one just in the nick of time. Yeah. Need to think about that one a little bit. Just a little bit. Penetration and flooding. Even the high explosive shells are going through. So the armor piercing shells are gonna just... Oh, the torpedo. Just turn in. How have they not hit us yet? Well, okay, they have hit us now. They've caused some fire. The thing is just, I don't think it's gonna be enough for them. You know what? I'm going to tell you to go back to high explosive. The penetration of that should be good enough to mangle the enemy. Nah, let's just go to auto. There we go. Got him. Hi, Wilbrook. How are you doing? Let me just drink something while we sink this enemy heavy cruiser that is even more dated than ours. Oh shit. Don't hit me with the torpedo, please. Well, that's about to be sunk, so that's good. Why are you going back to high explosive now? Okay, that's fine. Right, how are you? Doing fairly alright. Just had a funny interaction with a friend of mine because we gifted her something. And, she really wanted to know what it was. And she got to see today. So, yeah. Icy has gotten a birthday gift. An early one, a little bit. For like a few days. Yeah. Apart from that, I'm doing a lot better than the last few days. I'm not nearly as sick anymore. Which is good. Come on, sink it. Right through the aft. You know what, we're gonna come back to you later. I'm gonna speed up and just sail away. Because we know that the transports are in this direction. And that thing's too slow to catch us. That's dead, actually. That is sweet. What? Can't go any faster. So now we're going to be slowly puttering towards the enemy transport ships, which are not as fast as our cruiser, but not that much slower either. It's going to take a moment. So how are I've already asked that. But yeah. We probably should go in and design some more ships in a moment. Some more battleships specifically. Maybe battle cruisers, depending on what we prefer. Unfortunately, we don't have the new hulls that have been introduced with the new update, because for that I would need to sacrifice the save file, and after this many months of playing this, I was not gonna sacrifice the save file. Have good luck. You just wanted to check in, but you have to make sure you get your goals today. Go and do your stuff. I think you said that you're not at work today, but probably stream later stuff. Yeah. Slowly sailing towards the merchant ships. Unarmed or armed? Unarmed. Well, that's gotta be easy. Oh, the front gun's destroyed. They actually destroyed our front 8-inch gun. That's why we're not firing. We are actually in range. It's just we only have 1/3 in the front. You're doing your stuff, yeah. Yeah. Much success with that. I was actually going to message some people for stuff as well. And see how that works out. Come on. You can do it, 5-inch secondary gun, the only one that's currently firing at them. It's only one double turret. Trying its best at a ridiculous range. Like 12-kilometer range. 10. 10-ish. Eventually he'll hit it. Maybe. How long is our range? 18 kilometers. Yeah, we are definitely easily in range. There we go, the main guns are firing. And we hit the wrong target. I'm pretty sure. And we hit another target. Now it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Is it only these two? I mean, hey, at least they're going down. That one's definitely dead. Definitely dead. That just took a full blast of the entire main battery that's still alive. Is only one of the 8-inch turrets firing? Why is only one of the 8-inch turrets firing? We have 3. Have you gone completely stupid? God damn. All right. Now, I don't know if we can do anything particularly interesting in terms of battleships. We can do something. We can probably do some funny stuff, though. The thing is, I don't want to build another undersized class, which I don't want to build a full class for undersized for funny shit as well. Look, it's a Gromiachi. It's a V23. What is your armament? 4.7, 2.4. Honestly, we're gonna auto-resolve this one, see what happens. Yeah, some light damage, and one transport sunk, probably. Naval invasion still going strong. Which will definitely open up the way to the Helsing force, which is what we wanted to capture in the first place. How are these invasions going? Probably badly? Very badly. What about... What are you even attempting to do there? My army is not the smartest, I swear. This is the only one that is actually probably going to go through. All the other stuff is just ridiculous. They're attempting to attack something that is just multiple times their own size. And unfortunately, they actually have quite a modern ground army, seemingly, which is a bit of a hassle. We want to move all the way to Puta. Pula? Pula, not Puta. Unfortunately, there's a fleet blocking our way. So we can move in front of that ship, but not past it. Very annoying. But we have some fairly large-sized battleships here. Or some smaller ones as well. And then we obviously have a very big one in the area. I think I might have moved that into port to remodel, unless it's already done. Hang on a minute. I don't think we did remodel the big ones yet. Well, that's battle cruisers. That's the Papenburg. That's the Wolf. Where is the big boy? The König Arthur. It's the Baden. There's no battleship in there. Hildebrand. Is it in port already? And if so, where? I mean, we don't exactly have that many massive ports here. I'm pretty sure that it didn't send it all the way back. So that would be kind of stupid of me. It's the Anhalt. That's the Westfalen. We can actually move these back out because they are now remodeled, so they can rejoin their fleets. Contents. I should send the new destroyers with it as well. Which have been recently completed, so we have a new amount of destroyers ready for battle. Westfalen's gonna move to here, and then the Anhalt itself is gonna join the fleet up here. Now I know that we have the Kaiserin over here somewhere. Actually, no, that's the König Arthur. So we're looking for the Kaiserin then. Where the fuck? Hang on a minute. Ship design, not ship design, fleet. Because we need to remodel these two. So we need to first of all find them. Class, actually, tons is easier. Black Sea and Baltic Sea. That doesn't help me at all. I'll be honest. Location Black Sea. Right, so you're over here. That does actually help me. Okay, never mind. I take it back. I can't put you into port. I can put you in port here, though. If I move everything out from here. Because it's currently relatively full. So, move the Kaiserin into Sevastopol. Because the smaller one of the two. And then we're gonna have to move the Kunigatu over here to one of the bigger ports that we have in this area. Which is Pillar, probably. Because that's massive, holy fuck. Honestly, Western Germany is probably going to be one of the most difficult things to capture if anyone ever tries. Well, let's quickly go into the ship design. By Helgoland, not Westerland. Because Westerland is on the other side. Westerland has a way better song about it. It does, you're right. But Westerland is not in that location, and also Helgoland was an actual naval base. It was a small naval base, but it was a naval base. Now, do we make a battlecruiser? What could we put on here? Theoretically. What tickles our fancy? Ooh. That's completely stupid, let's be honest. Do we go with something completely ridiculous? We can make 7 centerline turrets. Centerline turrets are also, like, they're relatively light if you go for the smaller ones. And if you look at a triple 50, actually that's 13-incher, triple 15-incher, that's 1,400 tons, no, 1,000 tons. That's still lighter than, okay. Actually, is it? No, that's a double 18-inch gun. Westland isn't in North Sea, though. It's not as convenient centrally located. Yeah, no. I'm very well aware. I do appreciate the song as well, though. Do we do the dumb? This looks so stupid. Why are you so squished? Hang on a minute. Why is that gun barrel not round? What the fuck, man? Excuse me, what kind of shit are we finding from that thing? I know, right? Like, from this perspective, it's normal, but from this perspective, this gun barrel is definitely not round. How does it look with the triple? Triples are normal. Why are the single barrels so wonky? What? 18-inch in all direction? Hang on a minute. Why are you so wonky? Like, this is normal. This is round. Why are you not round? What the fuck? Horizontal or vertical 8-inch, the world needs to know. I don't know. You also go completely stupid and make something absolutely ridiculous. This is an 8-barrel, 18-inch gun battleship. But honestly, I kind of feel like we should limit ourselves to 17.7 guns. As the biggest that we do before we get to 520 mils, which are completely ridiculous. It just looks wrong. It does, because it is. Let's just make this a little bit more reasonable balanced, and then get up in 2. Auxiliary 5, shaft 4. I need to also change steering, I think. This gives us more benefits, but also more downsides, so we're gonna go with this. It's also heavier. Could only look more wrong if you put a smaller turret on top of them. That's actually fairly normal. I don't know if you know a lot about battleships, obviously. But putting anti-aircraft turrets onto main gun turrets is very normal. I know that we're not going to need shells this high penetration, but, you know, you're not talking an AA. Of course you're not. Why would you? That would make sense. Holy shit, what is that? What the fuck is that? I can actually stay that way. First in the leg is going to be 3, second 2, third 1, and then 8. 3, 2. Make it 4. 8 for 2. 7, 5, 8 for 2. Certainly AA would make sense. And we still have a massive output. What the fuck? Come on, man. 17.7-inch guns. The thing is, we already have 17.7-inch guns on another ship. Obviously, we are not too heavy. We can reduce some weight this way. It's only some, though. It's a few hundred tons. It's not going to save us. We also still don't have a funnel, which we kind of do need. This is the only funnel we can put on here. And it's woefully underpowered. Woefully underpowered. What the hell? Okay, but how fast is... Oh god, I see why. Maybe 32 knots is a bit more reasonable. Also, saving us about 1,000 tons. Maybe even a bit more. God damn. We have a bit of an half weight offset, but the good thing is we still haven't put anything on the ship, so we can actually shovel stuff. So, still an half-weight offsets, okay. In this clown version of reality, the Wright brothers died, I guess. Can you put a single one on there? No, maybe 17.7 single? Shame. That would be fucking funny as well. I would love that. I really would love that. That would be completely ridiculous. Okay, let's go for actual secondary guns then. Triple eights sound good. Still giving us an half weight offset. Let's make them 8.3 inches or something like that. A little bit more. Not too much. That's a forward offset now. Fine enough. Alright. We still have about 1,500 tons left for stuff. We could go for, I don't know, armor or something, or we could actually put secondaries on it, which would probably be reasonable. Now, mind you that this armor belt is not great. I would much rather have something like that, but that takes most of our weights up, and maybe we can go for 16. 16.8. Leaving us with 1,000 tons of armor and guns. And then with actual 6-inch batteries. Maybe if we increase the beam by like 5%. Maybe a bit more. This turret I can place. Maybe we'll go to 7%. Not a great angle for secondaries. Maybe just a full 10. Make it a wide boy. There you go, that's a good angle. Ship is overweight. Not a lot, though. These secondaries have really good range, holy fuck. We also still haven't done this. That's gonna save us weight. Stunning shots, I would like super heavy shots, but oh, we can actually do that. That's a little bit more reasonable. I was wondering why the range was so high. Yeah, that was why. Probably lower the range of the ship a little bit. 10,000 kilometers is still pretty fucking good, and that gives us 1,000 tons to play with. 1,000 tons being really nice for some stuff like barrel length. 8% here and maybe like 11% here, giving us 18 and 17 and a half. Well, we could probably go like 10 for the 8 inches too. 9? Yeah, let's go for 10. 10 is good. 10 is good. Maybe we could actually go for the 18-inch belt then. Or 17-inch belt. We could. Just try some more, one more thing here. Okay, no, we can't really get the angle for that turret a little better. That's as best as we can do. But this battleship is already completely fucking stupid. That's Mark II 17.7-inch guns. That's 419 point something millimeters. That's big guns. Now the penetration is obviously completely ridiculous. We do not need cap ballistic. Cap, I think, is still insane. Yeah, okay, we can probably go for standard. 86 inches. Giving us obviously less penetration values for the secondaries, but that's good enough. If something gets hit with the main guns, it's gonna absolutely be devastated. It's not gonna exist anymore. And the secondaries have some ridiculous range too. We still have 400 tons to play with. Secondaries, we can probably put 4 inches on here. Actually, can we put 5 inches on the upper deck? Shame. 43.18. Hang on. Oh, fuck. Please tell me that didn't reset. To be fair, that shouldn't have reset much. 449, that's what it was. 450mm guns. I just remember that we went with something really German adjacent. Because Germany doesn't like inches in terms of battleships. Germany goes for the close to or exactly at a certain centimeter value. So these are 45cm guns, essentially. Defaults apply. Close. I don't know how you got to 43.18 though. Like, why wouldn't you take an exact value? Because I can't. The game only lets you adjust stuff by a certain value. it only goes by... While you can set the shown values to millimeters, you can't adjust by millimeters. You can only adjust by fractions of an inch. So I can only adjust by 0.1 of an inch when I size up or down the gun. Meaning I cannot go in between. I cannot go over 17.7 without going to 17.8. And 17.8 is significantly more. 17.8 times 25.4 is 452.12. So yeah. But, actually, can I put doubles? 4-inch... Can't even put the 4-inches up there? 4-inch doubles? 4-inch singles? God damn, this game is not liking me right now. I guess I'm gonna put 76mm anti-aircraft guns here. That Germany totally made. We totally use those. Probably upsize them to 3.9-inch guns. Do you still work? You still work. You're right. I mean, yes, that's 17, but I said 17.7. Because we're not at 17-inch, we're at 17.7-inch. So 3.9 inches are 10km range, so they're gonna get the maximal. 18, I think, is the maximum, but... Okay, 18... 17 is currently the maximum. So that's the range that we're gonna give the secondary 3.9 inches. Well, if you're at 70.7, that's something completely different. Yeah, I told you, though. That's the caliber that we used for something else already. Enhanced this. Oof. Now, Auto 2 would be very nice. Because that's the biggest jump we... Well, okay, Auto is also a pretty big jump, but Auto 2 is a very nice jump. It's just very, very heavy. We put on reload rate for the 17.7-inch guns at 2 minutes. Also turning the turrets a lot slower, though. You missed the part where you upped it. Yeah, okay. I would like this, but then at that point we probably need something that increases turret traverse speed, and then we're getting to a point where we need to save 3,000 tons, which we're not going to do. We could save some weight by going to no, turtleback would be heavier. I'm stupid. Going to here would be very much lighter, but that's not what we're intending to do. The thing is, from enhanced to semi-auto is not a big deal. From enhanced to auto 1 is a big deal, and then auto 2 is a very big deal as well. Because the downsides between Auto 1 and 2 are not that big of a difference. Actually, Auto 2 has better aiming speed, which is pretty fucking nuts. Auto 2 has better aiming speed than everything here. God damn. But how are we going to save that much weight? That saves barely anything. That saves 50 tons. That is completely worthless. Could exchange these against these. That's gonna be 100 and something tons removed. Wait a minute. Team up? Okay, you can't fly over. That saved about 500 tons. Which autoloader system has shell carousel? Are you wanting to see us explode? To be fair. My god. I do not wish to explode. Ah. probably save some by going for anti-top 4. That... Oh my god, that saves so much weight. I forgot how much weight this adds to the hull. Man, if only we could... That's still 1,000 tons. Imagine we could win the space race before it began. That's an argument and a half, my friend. That's an argument and a half. Unfortunately, that's not exactly our goal here. Kind of trying not to launch ourselves into space. We're trying to launch the enemies into space. That would be much more beneficial. 30.5. That's saving very little. Very, very little. We definitely need the extra turning speed. That saves us a lot of weight, but has a lot of problems added to it. It gives us a better rudder shift, a better turning rate, and everything really good. But it makes it more expensive. It makes it slower, which is not actually that bad. This also makes it slower, just a little bit less because it turns less. But all of the other stuff, the turret reverse speed, the water pumping, the ship repairs, the ship engine repairs, the ship flaws, the flash fire chance, all of that is pretty bad. Still gonna go with it. Weight saving. Then go leak documents for your highly advanced auto-fall readout system that is totally way better than everything else because there's a higher number. Yeah, let's go for 16.6 inches of main belt armor. On the, what are we calling this? You know what? It's, I have an idea for a name. It's, again, a person that I know. Sort of turned into German royalty-ish. Not royalty, but we're gonna call it an admiral. Hello? Just, yeah. Germanified and everything, but, and also only part of a name, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure they'll be very happy that they have very big guns. At a reasonable size of a ship. With pretty good armor. We're gonna build 4 of these, by the way. Which is still not going to completely put us in the average, because we're gonna need more battleship classes to do that, because, that just means that we now have 47 ships and 70 classes. I could also build 5 of these. If I really want. That would be the... That would, I think, tie with one other class that we built. I think one of the early, the Bremen or something like that, we had like 5 ships per... And then we lost one at some point. The Anhalt is still complete, the Bonn is still complete, the Bremen is still... the Bremen was 4, okay, that's... Because I'm pretty sure that we lost the Bremen at some point. The Posen was 4, the Terry is 4... Okay, apparently we really only had 4 so far. So we're gonna keep ourselves to 4. Build us 4 of these, please. Meaning that we're getting a new class of battlecruiser. At some point. Also means that a decent chunk of our production capability is now taken up. I said a decent chunk, but I honestly didn't expect us to have 230,000 or 200,000-ish left. Yeah. Next turn. Now, in theory, that's going to be our most modern ship that we've built so far. At the same time, though, we're going to keep up to date with some other ships, too. We're probably not going to put the auto-fall reloading systems into all of our battleships. Probably going to very sparingly use it, because it's just very, very heavy. But I think our main calibers are going to be now 15-inch and 17.7-inch guns. 15-inch for normal battleship-style guns. Maybe we'll go small every once in a while. Ooh, that's a lot of bonuses. Nice. Advanced bulkhead 7. That's good. That right there, that flash fire chance, that's good. Also makes it heavy, I think. Yeah, Galicia is getting pushed back. Algeria is getting pushed back. Don't really care. My military, I already know that my ground military is kind of stupid. That's another Saxony against another outdated one. What happens if we auto-resolve this? What the fuck did you do with the ship? It's like, what? What? How did you get it sunk? Are you stupid? My god. We're not fighting that. We are not. Not happening. Ignore that convoy. Move closer to the enemy ships. I want you to attack the enemy fleet. Now, first of all, though, we're going to go into our ship design and remodel one of our big boys. It's going to take a few months. Excuse me. I clicked on view, didn't I? Of course I did. Of course I did. In the name of Cain. That sure is our ship, yes. Funnily enough, the ship that we've just designed has as much main battery firepower as the ship we've just looked at, despite the fact that it's like a third of the size. A little bit bigger than a third, but, you know, you get what I mean. Why can we not remodel? Temporarily available... Oh, you're probably repairing, aren't you? Are you being repaired? You're being repaired. Okay, so it's gonna take a few moments. Wait, so that's already in the calculation? Yes, it is. Alright. Well, the naval invasion should finish next turn. So that's Estonia belonging to us. Now we kind of have the choice. I already know what we're going to take first, because we're going to take southern Finland, then we're going to move it to Kronstadt, taking central Russia, just because we can, encircling Belarus entirely with our own self, which is still not going to help us because our land military is still kind of stupid. I'll be entirely honest, they're not very good. Fight to the end. We're not letting up here. That's a... okay. Task Force attacks port. I'm gonna kill you. It's only one heavy cruiser, not even transports, against an entire battleship fleet. What month is it? In the game, you mean? I need to check. Are you suggesting that my military is failing because it's... You're not upgraded. Oh no, wait, it's 14-inch guns. 14-inch Mark 3s, okay, don't mind. Good. Are you suggesting that my military might fail because it's getting to be winter? Show me, friends, where is the enemy? There's the enemy. We were just wondering if you're planning to attack Finland in the winter. With a naval invasion in this game, it luckily does not matter. And obviously with ground invasion, my military is kind of incompetent, so we're just relying on the navy doing everything. Yep. That is how it is. The enemy might be running, and if they are fast... No, they're not running. They're not fast enough and they're not running. They have just entered combat with a Posen. With a Hildebrand, specifically. Bang! Main battery fire started at 16 kilometers. The enemy seems to be trying to avoid us. That looks a lot like our heavy cruiser design, but backwards. Do you want to tell us something, Austria? Did you go through multiple countries and buy our own heavy cruiser to reverse engineer and then steal the design? Naval invasion in winter sounds like a worse idea than a ground one in winter without equipment. Without winter equipment. Does it though? Does it really? But seriously, this thing looks exactly like our heavy cruisers but turned around. If these are 8-inch guns as well, then we might legitimately be fighting our own. No, actually, no, the secondaries are very stupid. They're not ours. Water's a pretty decent thermal conductivity. Yes, but if you're in a battleship, it really doesn't matter. The enemy seems to be trying to circle around us, which is quite funny. Actually, maybe they just can't decide where to go. I don't know. We have at this point almost reached the 10% chance to hit. Just by firing. Are you planning to take your battleships ashore, or do you actually want to land troops? It doesn't matter how it works in this game, I don't care. We're just gonna make you land there, it's gonna be fine. I don't know if you've realized, but when you do naval invasions, you don't actually have losses either. I don't know how it works, I'll be entirely honest. You just send your ships there and you take the land. I don't know. I shoot the troops out of the main guns or something. Man, that heavy cruiser's gonna have a really bad time. At the moment, only some of our barbettes are firing because they have slightly higher range than our secondaries, but the secondaries are sure to go to end the fight. Yeah, soon. There they go. All of our secondary turrets turning synchronously. 14-inch gun over pen, but it's flooding, so it's got to be slower. Real Supreme Commander ours. Flash fire. I don't know what happened. Hang on. Wait. Stop. Pause. No. Stop. Stop. Shit. I wanted to analyze what hit it. Main point is, we hit it. It's dead. And it did fuck all to us. But yeah, you can actually see what I mean exactly by what's going to follow, because we have just finished a naval invasion on part of Estonia. One little gun going pop, pop. Yeah. And that was a secondary gun just hitting a turret and cooking off the ammo. That would be fucking funny. Just a 5-inch gun. Boom. To be fair, it was a battleship against a heavy cruiser, you know. There was only ever one way that was going to end. Look, Estonia belongs to us. Hangar has been damaged. Clash of fleets. Are you sure about that? We can battle this out, sure. I do not believe you've made the right decision, but we can fight this out. You know, if you're absolutely certain that you want to do this. I'm just letting you know you've made a mistake. Enemy is southwest. Top speed, full steam ahead. Now the good thing is, there's a very high chance that our light cruiser here is actually faster than the destroyer. So we will probably find it and then sink it. Because 35 knots is quite fast. Despite the very vast armament on the ship. Now the enemy is probably going to turn around and sail away from us. But still. La-di-da. I think a destroyer has made a mistake and is now regretting its decisions. It is engaged in a fleet battle. Hamburg, yes, Hamburg. I should have probably actually checked how fast that thing was going, or was able to go, because, yeah. I could have checked that beforehand, but didn't. Because when you enter battle with something, it just... It feels so much lighter now, I've been waiting on this pop for months. Okay. Congrats, I suppose. Transport losses, don't really care. We gain Estonia, pretty good. Don't think that's how hit joints are supposed to work. Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. Now you here. You are attempting to move back there. So if we just move out of your way... What do you do? Like, do you actually just move through? Well, down here it's going to be a little bit more annoying because I don't think this fleet attempts to move any... Oh, wait, no, they are attempting to move. Luckily enough, they are actually slowly allowing me to move closer and closer. We're not fighting this. Fuck that. That's that one. What's this one? Destroyer versus Destroyer. It's the Gromiachi again. What? Wait. What are you doing? Oh yeah, we're replacing the V-28s against a new class of destroyers, but that doesn't mean you should just commit suicide. Russia's attempting to gain new ground, and fortunately I have a feeling that that ground over there is not going to help them very much. They're just moving closer to us. We're still attempting to take the Russian Far Eastward military. We are just throwing troops against this wall until I finally do the naval invasion here. Which is not going to take that much. It's just I don't have anything left over for them right now. We need to make sure that Britain doesn't go to war with us real quick. We could just throw money at them, obviously, but let's not do that yet. If we don't absolutely have to. The mainland Austria is getting taken slowly but surely. They've taken Albania, so let's go and take Montenegro off them. Let's go and take Montenegro. Oh wait, we've done something already. We need to go to the next turn before we do anything. Oh, it's November 1934 before we attack Finland. But well, yeah, we're doing it in winter. It's gonna be fine. We're doing it live. I could have actually put our battleship into remodeling. Dang. Also, we just finished building one ship of some sort. I don't know what, but something. It wasn't one of our battleships, but the thing is, we're not just building stuff for ourselves right now. It was probably a destroyer for one of our allies. And fun fact, we're actually building a Niedersachsen-class battleship for one of our allies. Yes. Katara's taking damage. And then over here, Port Arthur's taking damage. Fuel, full oil burners 3! Oh boy, that is really big. You might not realize just how big that is until I show you. But that is really big. Also, how big is Port Arthur at this point? 73,000 tons. Because we don't have that many ships in the area. We have some battleship fleets here. Where's the other one? Probably somewhere down here. Why are there 6 destroyers now? Cambodia's still being attacked as well. It's not gonna work, damn it. But to show you just how much that kind of thing, or that thing makes a difference. Let's take the battleship we've just designed, actually. It's a good opportunity to show, because we've just designed it with some major weight savings in mind, so that we can actually make this. Now, we've been using oil, and then oil 1, then oil 2, the whole time. Since the moment it was available. There's a good reason why we're using oil and none of the older tech. Look at our weight, and look at our range. So range is currently at 11,300 kilometers, weight is at 51,292. Oh, here. Oil 3. Saves 200 tons, increases by 1,300 kilometers. That is not all. There's some other good benefits here. That is the funnel capacity. We can now have a higher speed without running a bigger funnel. We have less smoke interference, making our guns more accurate. Our engine's getting more expensive, but at the same time the engine vibrations go lower, meaning that we're even more accurate. The fuel efficiency is obviously what we already talked about, the fuel storage is also what we talked about already, and then the fuel cost is more expensive. Oh well. But it's a big change. It's not big enough to probably change lots of stuff around it. From crude to diesel. No, it's better burners. It's not different fuel as better burners. If we went to diesel, this thing would not be that great. We could actually almost make it work, damn. The thing is, diesel is a lot... Like, the engine is cheap, it's more expensive. But you get a third range on top. We go from 12,000 something kilometers range to 17,000 kilometers range just by switching to diesel. It also saves weight on the boiler, and, you know, lots and lots of stuff. The problem is just, it has very low efficiency. Yeah, it's not worth remodeling just for that, but it's a good thing to keep in mind that we now have oil 3 available, because it does save some weight. And saving 200 tons, while not allowing us for massive changes, it would allow us to add a new rangefinder, or add a few more secondary guns, or adding a bit more armor. And that's pretty good. More fuel per nautical... Yes, efficiency is more fuel per nautical mile. That is exactly it. So, you burn less fuel for the same distance. Which is why a diesel engine gives you literally 5,000 kilometers more range than my current engine setup. Problem is just, it's heavy. Technically it's light. Like, it says that it's light. But at the same time, it has less than half the engine power per ton of weight of the engine. So if you want to reach the same engine capacity, you need a very heavy engine. Now, how far did we get here? What? How is this not a battle? Excuse me? How is this not a battle? Like compared to what the entire shipyard the ship is built in? That's a good question, honestly, because it does say that you have weight savings from putting the like. It says like the engine is going to be so much, so and so many percent light, but at the same time, it also says 48 horsepower per ton. While on the geared turbine 2, it's like 118 or something like that. Naval invasion, choose province. We need a lot more tonnage here, but we're going to go for Montenegro anyway. We have a lot of tonnage around here. The reason we left Montenegro alone until now is honestly a kind of a funny one. We didn't want to take all of their parts at once. But now that they have Albania, we might actually let them exist for a while. They can't really repair effectively in Albania. It's going to take double the time to produce and repair ships in there, because the port's just too small. So that's fine for me. Let's go to ship design and remodel. Hang on a minute. Considering the fact that we are currently at a point where we can put better burners in this thing and get some more range out of it, saving some weight at the same time, and this thing is pretty big and already pretty heavy. I think another refit is entirely fine to do. It should just get lighter immediately because we have better tech. Yep, just 1,000 tons saved right away. Second of all, it's still at oil 1 actually. Why is it at oil 1? Also, oil 2 is apparently heavier? When? $696? $644? What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. I don't think that's intentional. Yeah, here you see what it really means to do the engine swap to diesel. Okay, we have pretty good penetration on these things. That's Mark II guns. What's the deal with our secondaries? The 7 inches have fairly low range, as far as I can tell. So we add some more length onto them. We can. So 15% length. Sure, why not? Giving us 18 kilometers range on these. On the literal heavy or light cruiser that we've strapped to the side of this damn thing. Let's go to something more reasonable, like 7%. Maybe 8. Giving like 16 kilometers range. Yep, that's pretty good. Can we go for the big reloading boost? No. No, we cannot. Even semi-auto would be too heavy. We have 1,000 tons here, so we could probably do something. We could increase the turret traverse by 10% speed. By 42. Oh, it's another 7.5 cents. Flashfire chance is still fairly low, that's pretty good. Actually, what other shells? Super heavy shells, it's already pretty good. Go for the fastest turret traverse. Which is honestly, arguably, the best choice here. Electro-hydraulic is definitely the best here, because electrical always has a fairly big negative. It's the fastest at the same time, which is pretty good. Armor probably can't go to 18. Yeah, definitely not. 17.6 maybe. What's your range? 11 kilometers. Let's just add a bunch of length onto you. That's fine. 16 kilometer range for these as well. So we have a full secondary battery that fires at 16 kilometers, and it's not a few barrels, it's quite a lot of them. Which is very nice. What is loading in the background? Why is my mouse cursor changed shape? Odd. But yeah, also, if you want to look at the stats of it, if you look at these here, You see the, where's it? Engine weight is minus 5%. The engine weight of diesel is minus 22.5%, but at the same time the horsepower per ton is 48 instead of 135 actually. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. You need more than double the engine capacity of this thing, and it does not make up for that in weight savings, by any means. That's a fairly extensive upgrade to the King Arthur, the König Arthur. So that's going to be our actual remodel that we're going to be doing to it. Because while the other remodel would have already had some improvements and changes, this one is more. Did I set the music to repeat? I don't remember. The guys are going to get a remodel. At 123,000 tons, this is going to be the biggest ship that we have ever remodeled, but we have enough space for it. So it's going to be fine. You know what, while we're at it, why not just make an absolutely ridiculous dock size upgrade? Giving us even more production capability. So Talon has now been taken. You are still attempting to leave. Let's just move you out of the way a little bit as well. You know what? Actually, why not just... Your goal is exactly where this fleet is currently standing, so you're probably blocked from moving there. If we move out of the way, you might just leave and we can just rush in behind you, getting into the Helsing Force on our own, and taking it behind your back. Over here is going to be a little bit more complicated, as I've mentioned. Here. Because it's very cramped. I still don't know how you managed to slip this close to us. What? You just teleported. You just teleported our fucking fleet. What? Excuse me? So the enemy can move there, but we can't? What is that bullshit? What the fuck, man? Anyway, next turn. Our naval invasion is going. We're going to take that land off of them. We're going to leave them with only 2 tiny, tiny ports. And once they have upgraded them for us, we might just take them off of them too. A meeting. That might be in over here in the Mediterranean. That would be very nice. Because that would mean that we can actually defeat a fleet that is in there. That's a submarine, I don't really care. That's a task force attacking an undefended port. Qatar is being absolutely wrecked. Over here, Port Arthur yet again. Yep, that is definitely them attacking one of our fleets. And honestly, I don't fear these guys. After what we've seen the last time, we've taken out a whole bunch of their ships. And them only attacking with 2 battleships against 2 of ours? One of them being the Wolf? I think they might be overestimating themselves a little bit. Or they're desperate. One of the 2. Because these are some of the biggest battleships here that they are attacking. Hang on. The Hamburg, you're going to diverge over here. The Destroyer can leave. You are going to actually add yourself to the 2 battleships. Honestly, you will as well, because why not? On 3 times speed at least. Probably even more. Kaiser Barbarossa. The Brandenburg is the slowest ship in the fleet here, which is ahead of Front Resch. Until recently, our biggest guns in the fleet. Anyways, it's one of the big ones. No, it's not. The fleet also is evolved, so it has four triple turrets of 15-inch guns with very good accuracy and very good range. As you can see, we're already firing 21-kilometer range at them. Now, the 16-inch guns are definitely the most dangerous thing here, because just the sheer amount of penetration plus the damage, because these things don't have the same quality of shell that the 15 inches do in terms of amount of penetration, but at the same time, they deal more damage when they do penetrate. Oh no, not the fire. You will attack that one. You also attack that one. Okay, you already are. Big hits. That was 16-inch shell straight through the deck of that heavy cruiser. And we just murder a heavy cruiser. No, that's a battleship. That thing just took a big blow from that 16-inch shell. And it's only going to get worse from here. Ooh. I think we just missed. Hang on a minute. Stop. What just hit that? 15-inch gun shell hits you over here. That's not what we aimed at. A stray shell just absolutely obliterated a destroyer. Actually, no. No, was it this thing? Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. We hit that one. We hit... No, that was that one. You just flooded to death from that 16-inch shell. Okay. Everyone focus on that small, tiny fuck. Trying to get closer to us. We do not appreciate the small fry running at us. And we can probably take this risk here of firing at that instead of the big guys, because they already sunk one of them. And again, their battleships aren't badly designed by any means. They have good main battery, good penetration, decent armor. It's just... we out-tech them so hard it really doesn't matter anymore. That destroyer is also not long for the world with this many secondaries and main battery firing at it. It would be funny to see a 16-inch shell hit it. There it goes. That was a 16-inch shell hitting it. The Kapfenberg. Sink it. I wish to remove it from the sea. Well, the heavy cruiser is probably going to deal the most damage against it because it's just a higher rate of fire, and an enemy heavy cruiser is going to be struggling to deal with the kind of penetration that that thing has. At the same time, if a battleship hits it, it's gonna be gone. It's just gonna explode. Also, did the volume of the music increase or something? It's louder than before. Weird. Very weird. Anyway, I'm currently tabbed out of the game, so I'm missing stuff that might be happening right now. We actually hit that thing very badly. By what? 15-inch, 15-inch, 15-inch. Lots of 15-inch shells. You know what? Destroy the last bit of support. Sink the grass or whatever. Small penetration. 140 damage. Some flooding, which is unfortunate because you hit us in the aft. but it's fine. That heavy cruiser is probably rethinking all of its decisions at this point. It's also one of those outdated designs, very similar to ours. And it's gone! What was that? Hang on a minute, that was a lot of stuff hitting it at once. 3 15-inch shell. No, actually, that was the Gra. What was it? That was still a 15-inch shell, just exploding in the middle of it. Okay. Well, you've just run out of friends, Franz Ferdinand. Kind of a habit for you, seemingly. Now, we might not even penetrate the armor with armor-piercing shells, though I think this thing is still firing armor-piercing. Yes, it is. But we're definitely gonna at least be burning it to the fucking ground. Big hits, flooding, 16-inch shell penetrations. There's nothing left from this fleet already. Tiny overpen in the front of the ship. No big deal. 16-inch shells are out with a 30% chance to hit. I think that's actually more. 60% chance to hit with our 15 inches that are going out now. So with 12 shells, there's going to be at least some hitting it. We destroyed the casemates and did some decent damage to it. Partial pen on the main belts. 16-inch shells out. Big hit. Ooh, that's dead. That's gone. That was 4 or 5 penetrations. That thing is dead. It might have been flooded all in the same sector, though. So it could maybe even survive. 16-inch shells coming in again. Ooh. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. And now the destroyer. Last enemy left alive. The light fleet is constantly with us. I'm just going to tell the handbook to fire high explosive at it. Gotta be good enough. Secondaries are firing high explosive as well. Very good. And it's gone. Good. Another enemy battle fleet removed. Very little damage done in return. That's 5 13 inches, and that's also 5 13 inches. Yeah, okay, it's the same. It's the same class. Okay. Dead. Super dead. They just went into battle against a fleet that, while similar in weight, the Wolf I think is like 5, maybe 15,000 tons heavier. The Poison is definitely lighter than them. So, while on paper it was probably around the same weight, effectively they've just thrown their stuff into such modern battleships they just had no chance. There was nothing they could do. Yeah, 56,000 tons against the Brandenburg 64,000. Actually, no, both of them are heavier, so that's an 80,000 ton. Never mind. So they weren't even close on weight either. So, do I sell you a Vulpest? I don't think I will. That should be one of the battle fleets removed from over here, though, so I can breach. I can breach deep into the enemy land. Deep into the enemy land. Straight to the doorstep. We currently have a 100% chance to succeed here. We're gonna leave some stuff here, but we're definitely gonna have to move a lot of stuff near to the homestead. Otherwise, they're just gonna pull another fleet out of port, block our path. We're gonna be stuck until they decide to fight us. Because there's also, apart from this fleet here, because there's a submarine here, there's a battle fleet right below it. And I think it might be hunting this fleet, which only has one battleship at the moment. So I'm pretty sure that that's where we pulled some other stuff from. The Oldenburg can move over here. That's the 15-inch gun. Battlecruiser. The Wolf is going to join this fleet if it can. Close. What else do we have here? You have the Kaiser Wilhelm the Große, which also posing. Move over here. That's an enemy destroyer just sneaking about. You know what? I don't know where you're trying to go. If you're just trying to stay there, let's give you a bit of a jump scare. We have 3 destroyers here that can't really go to back to pot because it's... Actually, they can. Okay. Okay. It's got to take a few months to remodel this ship. Let me just quickly... Not ship design. Fleets is what I wanted to go to. Fleets. There we go. Because we need to decide where we want to build these Lower Saxony ships. And honestly, at least one of them obviously has to be built in Lower Saxony. Honestly, how about we just build all of them? Actually, we can't build all of them there, but we can build most of them there. Yesterday, you ran into a convoy mission in which the Italians had 7 destroyers and 1 CL as escorts against one of your World War I model CAs and a random Ottoman CA, which the Ottoman CA shredded everything within 3 minutes or so. That's pretty funny. Fleets. I'm gonna build you in Germany. Emden. Then Bremen, which is technically not Lower Saxony, but it's close enough. Hamburg as well. They're like, yeah, they're right next to it. It's fine. You want that one? Emden Wilhelmshaven would be another one. Yeah, okay. Wilhelmshaven is actually Lower Saxony, so that's fair. Could have known that without looking, but I had to look. And just because we really do need something back here, I think we're going to build the entire Volpes class over in the Yellow Sea. Which are definitely going to be very important once we decide to get someone else. Why do I keep clicking the wrong buttons? So, Southern Russia is not the right area. We need... Petropavlovsk, I think, is in the wrong area as well. Tsingtao is definitely correct. Would actually be cool if you could offer the purchase ships from other countries. The thing is, why would they do that, right? What ports do we have in this area? Actually, Petropavlovsk would be in the right area. We could build one there. And then Korosakov and Moskalovo, I think, is too small. Can we build something in Korosakov? Petropavlovsk is definitely going to be on the list here. Korosakov? Anywhere? Yes, Korosakov. And then where do we build the 4th one? Oh, they're going to be a while out. It's 25 months. Could build in Weihai. Actually, no, Weihai is not. No, it is ours. It's just completely oversized. Overflooded it, apparently. I didn't mean to store them all here. Honestly. I didn't realize it was so overflooded here. So I guess we're going to build it in the Weihai way. If we can find it in the list here. There it is. There should be enough support fleet stuff around here anyway, because we've just been building cruisers and everything in all areas. But the big ships is definitely lacking in the east right now. In the Far East, at least. Okay. Continue. I'm honestly wondering if at some point they add the ability to attack neutral territories. Because that would kind of be interesting. Our economy is growing and the government asks your opinion where to allocate the extra funds. Honestly, this is the best. People are replacing the admirals again. That's fine. You can replace whatever you want. All throws off against the submarine. Nobody really cares. All throws off against the transports as well. Nobody cares. All throws off against these transports. Super Torpedo Protection 3. 10-inch Mark 5 guns, that's kind of interesting. The 8-inch Mark 5s is really interesting for heavy cruisers. This is still slowly breaking through. I have a 95 chance to proceed here. And we're about to turn that into a 100% chance again, because we still have ships here. See what I mean? The enemy immediately pulled out a fucking fleet. Bastards. Should be close enough. Take over Montenegro. Now these invasions are never going to go through. That's just way too much defense. Well, this one is more on equal footing, though we're losing more soldiers than they are in every way. You're still not moving out. There's nothing blocking your path. Maybe the minefield that you're currently in because of... Yeah. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna deal with it in this way. I'm gonna leave you alone for a moment. And focus on someone else. We're going up north. Northern Finland, you are on the chopping block now. I'm gonna leave the König Archer behind for the moment here. For the simple reason that we do need that ship in the dockyards in a few months. For a few months. Next turn. That's really not much else we can do here. I definitely do want to take over all of the fjords area, though. It's just going to be too much of a hassle to deal with it later. It's not a big deal. It's just annoying. And for Croatia, we do need some really big fleets. So we need to be done in the north, move everything that we have over to the south, try to take over Croatia, and blast through any fleet that exits port. Now the good thing here is that, apart from Egypt, there's nobody that can dictate who can enter or exit the port area here. There we go. You're finally attacking me. Odd resolve. Medium damage. It's something. Battleship Siegreich. I don't think that's a fitting name. For the people that don't speak German, that means victorious. I don't believe so. You just signed a death warrant just by running into my fleet. I'm glad that you're doing so, because that way I'm freeing up more space to capture Croatia, but still, your name is a lie. I definitely don't need this many light fleet ships, though. Like, all of these can just turn around. Like, we have four battleships and a battlecruiser. It's good enough. You get out to this fleet here. We can probably add you to the battleship fleet here. All destroyers, please turn around. Light cruiser, please turn around. Maybe cruiser stays with us. This game also supports land battles. Not in the usual sense, no. I do not have control over anything that happens on land. Nor do I get to see it. There's land invasions, yes, but they are not steered by me. This ship is entirely focused on naval battles. I also don't have control over politics, which can sometimes screw you over. You are exclusively the admiral. You know what, why not? You'll be added to the fleet as well. Go on. Tiny fuck. Man. Some light penetrations on the thresh. Please, all focus the same ship. That would be much appreciated. Marshall Pen. We have also some fairly neat ships here, while some are very outdated. Actually, we have two trashes here. Actually, no, you're not. That's a Partwalk class. All of these ships up front have fairly small guns, 11 and 12-inch guns. And then the Thresh with its 16-inch guns. And then we have a Königsberg with 14, I think? No, 13-inch guns. Small damage on the penetrations and everything. Now, the reason why I don't feel particularly worried about the old battleships here is because we've up-armored them to absolutely ludicrous levels. They are not going to take any damage. In fact, the Thresh is also fairly well armored. I think the Lutzo is currently the least armored, yes. If they decide to shoot the Lutzo, that could become a problem, but they're not. And that's good. Any more? Not the biggest damage. Not the biggest problem. We're currently firing at the battleship. At least I fucking hope that we were. Let's slow down a bit. Improve our accuracy a little bit, you know? I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that the Thresh is currently missing so much. Oh, flash fire, that thing's gone. The ammunition has just gone up in flames by some hit. It might not be completely gone, but it's just lost 60% of its firepower. All three front turrets have been thrown out. And there it goes. It's burnt to the ground. Oh, there's some light ship over there. You know what? We're going to detach you here, because these two can go significantly faster. The Undyne and the Bussard are being our new light cruisers, while the other ones are not. Or the other one is not. So that heavy cruiser is still getting hammered. Torpedo detonation, that's good. No more torpedoes. Penetration, again, very good. It's not going to stand against 5 ships with main battery this big. It's just going to die. Not to help. This ship is not helping the fight because this is one of our big heavy cruisers. So if this guy hits, which it will every once in a while, they're not going to be very happy about it. Kaiser Franz Josef. Bonk. We're turning in now, that's a mistake. They're going to be showing flat broadside for a moment. I think that rudder might be damaged, so that's what they're doing now. Yeah. The sheer volume of fire is ridiculous. More torpedoes detonated, so I think it doesn't have any of them left. This is just bullying. Absolute bullying. The only weaponry that it could have taken to actually deal meaningful damage to us has just been disabled. Actually, even its main battery is almost completely disabled. The secondaries have opened up, so it's gonna get even worse of a situation. The main batteries are firing still. There's the main battery. There's the main battery. It's holding up surprisingly well, but it's definitely going up. There it goes. Let's just say that destroyer's not going to have a good time either. Fire the explosive, please, out of all barrels. You as well. How fast can you go? 35.4 knots, so it can go a little bit faster than us, but it's flooding, so it actually can't. It either fired its torpedoes or lost them all already. And I don't think it lost them all. There it goes. Sonar coming in extremely handy. You just hear them coming miles away. Big hits. The Undyne will not turn sideways, and that's gonna be it. It will not get away. Good. That's another battle fleet destroyed. Minor damage taken in return, mostly on trash, but enemy completely obliterated. Very nice. Loading world. That's another part of the enemy battleship fleet destroyed. Honestly, how many do they have left? Politics. They have one battleship, one battlecruiser. They are still building 31 ships, so they might just pull new ones out any moment now, but let's just say that the chances are fairly low. Chances of blocking our path are also fairly low. Oh, wait, we can't do that. We're going to send in the 5 destroyers as far as we can. Moving this fleet back a little bit. Reason being, destroyers are the only ones that can clear a minefield, and the red circle on Oulu is definitely a minefield. We still have this fleet here. We're going to move back over to Talon. And then this fleet over here, which is going to move after. Actually, can we just send it all the way over here? No, we can't move past the submarine, can we? Motherfucker. We can definitely get close enough, though, to what I want to do. Because now we should have the ability to just invade. Finances. How much do we have left tonnage-wise? 120,000 tons. That's not quite enough. So we need to wait until we either finish producing something or finish remodeling the big boy down here in Constanta. Or Sevastopol, actually. Wait a minute. Do they have 2 ports called Sevastopol? Hang on a minute. Or do we have 2 ports called Sevastopol? We might. We might. Which would be quite annoying. Fight to the end. Now, despite me clicking fight to the end, the politics could at any moment decide to just fuck me over. Spalato is taking damage. We can attack the port up here. Oulu is taking damage. Hey, we're allied with Sweden again. Very good. And we saved ourselves from war. Sure, Xinjiang's. I think that's the area that Russia was also trying to invade. Yeah, and they failed. How did you fail? Actually, that's a lot of army force. How are we going to win that? Oh well. I don't know if that was Petropavlovsk lost that ability, not Sevastopol. Hehe. I'm not very smart. They pulled out another fleet in front of our faces, which is annoying. More importantly, we have cleared the minefield around Helsingfors. Which is definitely the port I want to take first, because this is going to be such an annoying area to beat. This is southern Finland. Build 2.2 million army push against a little under 300k. It does not just come down to army size. The defending army always has a small benefit, and also technology makes a big difference. If it's an army that is very advanced, you're going to struggle against it, no matter what. And that is annoying, because unfortunately Austria-Hungary is very advanced. Where's Russia? There's Russia. Naval invasion. Southern Finland. Yes, please. It should only be like 1 or 2 months until our big boy is completed with refitting. Where's the refit? Building refit, yeah, 1 month. Okay. Then we can refit the König Arthur, and that will be fine. In 2 turns we'll also have Montenegro, so we can move all of our fleet over to Croatia. You were advanced against it, and it was Belarus. How did you... wait a minute. How did you even get a 2.2 million army force here? That is not something that you just... what? If you are playing as Germany, you must have had that territory for decades. Because the moment after you take an area, you get like 2,000, maybe 10,000 soldiers there. Very little. Very, very little. Strike, strike, submarine, submarine. That's probably going to be all the happenings in this turn. Fighting against a very advanced nation is unfortunately very time-consuming. You're taking Northern Russia and multiple allies that send troops to, but still. A serious incident occurred which includes Britain. One of their profound politicians was assassinated in cold blood, and the government accuses us that we are behind this. They ask for humiliating concessions on them. Forget the matter. How should we respond? Yeah, we should probably just send them money. In a press conference, journalists asked if the present good financial status of the country is enough to support a war versus Italy. You can see a war happening between our countries. This is why naval funds could be reduced in order to strengthen our social programs. This is the thing, right? This is a very funny thing, because at first glance you would always want to increase naval spending, but at the same time, while it will give you a short-term bonus, increasing the GDP has trickle-down effects on you that will come very well. So if you don't need every single cent in your naval budget that you have, go for the GDP every time. Fight to the end. Well, submarine sunk, very good. Light damage. And some port damage. And some more port damage. Advanced Naval Shells 5, very good. Makes it heavier, but at the same time... United States are taking more stuff. Wait a minute, this time around it's not... You've got to be kidding me. The last time around it was around Helsingfors, which was the reason why it was a problem. So we can actually just take it with these 2 fleets. That's good. I guess we're just also going to invade Odo at the same time. I really thought we needed more. Can't do that against them right now. and do that against Austria, but I don't think we have enough to do that against Austria down here. Guess we'll just have a turn where we can just do whatever in politics. Who's currently mad at us? Kind of everyone. Britain, my friends. You're my friends, right? We currently have a navy as big as Britain and America combined. Which doesn't help us because taking America is going to be painful. That boss is so fucking big. There's so many of them in the same area. What the fuck? We literally will need our entire navy over there. Which is going to be annoying. Very annoying. Right, actually one more thing that I needed to do here. Ship design. Königator refits the Königator. Which is a bit heavier than the Kaiserin, but that's fine. That's fine. Right, should be Sevastopol over here. Sent out the Kaiserin. To link back up with its own fleets. Because this should be the fleet that is the Wolf. Actually, no. It's fine. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we have it in the area. Because that's 130,000 tons that are just in one ship. Very easily just moved into position to take something. Actually, we're gonna make this even more obvious what we're planning to do here. Gonna move you around there. Move you around here. We have 2 more fleets over here that are currently free. Move one of you into this area and move you to where this fleet currently is. And that also means that we're going to need to change the course of the Kaiserin. And with the tiny escort to go to that place. Very good. It's going to take a while until they arrive, but it's fine. Until then, it'll all be fine. We should be taking Montenegro this turn, which is good. I'm meeting, you say. Also, the reason why I'm not trying to take Albania off of them is because I want them to continue existing. At least for a while. Another submarine sunk. Another submarine attacking and sunk. Transports to destroy a port. Transports to destroy ports. Clash of Fleets. You are a bold one. You are 1, very outdated, and 2, facing 3 battleships. The fact that you got away that well is surprising. Modern triple base, that is one of the best explosives that the game has to offer for us. And that's a very big benefit. We've gained Montenegro. Very nice. Let's shuffle a little bit more, right? Shuffle closer, ever closer. Trying to not combine these fleets, because that would be very annoying. You were actually tied up by the Scotland fleet. That is annoying. That's an enemy fleet right there. Honestly, you're going to stay exactly where you are. I don't know where the enemy will actually go. Actually, no, it's just that the Kaiserin has already moved all that distance in one fucking turn. Holy fuck. That is quite the distance travelled by that bigger battleship. Now, we probably don't have enough tonnage in this area to actually do what I want to do. We might, but we probably don't. Which is why I really want to deal with our business up here. So we're going to invade Oulu. Politics. Russia invades northern Finland. Which is, it's a tiny area. It doesn't matter. It's gonna, I could probably pull back most of this. This fleet alone can probably take it, because it's just got overpowered by like 3 or 4 times. The 5 destroyers are just here for some mine suppression. But this fleet also has some destroyers, so let's just move right into the front door of that port. And then click next turn. Obviously I want to take another port in this area too, but it's all a little bit of time. Because the enemy has one fairly decent port in the area, and I don't want them to have a fairly decent port in the area. I want me to be the only one with a decent port in the area, and that's what my goal is. War continues. Very good. Britain has asked for money again. You're gonna get money. Auto-resolve. Another submarine sunk. Auto-resolve, port damage. Auto-resolve for port damage. And auto-resolve for medium damage on the cruiser. Still bold of you to just attack that fleet, but oh well. United States attack against United Arab Emirates. Excuse me? You what? How did you end up down here? What the fuck? Why is there... Was this French at some point? Was Qatar French controlled? Or was it Chinese No. What? This is still continuing very, very slowly. Yep, that's a 100% chance. You know what, we're just going to prepare for Kronstadt. Just going to send everything that we can over there. Because why not? This ship should be in port for 3 more months, I think. Yes, 3 more months in Pillau. And after we have every port on this side of the globe, in this corner of the country, we'll move our entire fleet over here. So we can probably just... I'll risk it. Croatia. We have a lot of force in the area. And some very, very, very heavy ships. Actually move this fleet as well. We don't care about Albania, but they apparently still have another port somewhere. Which is... interesting. I wonder where. It's apparently something that I have ships near as well. Because I got the ability to invade it. Oh, right! Cambodia. I forgot about this entirely. Oh, that's where the battleship... That's why I didn't see them in a while. They're not here. They're halfway across the globe. Okay, that makes sense. I guess. 3 naval invasions going at the same time, and we are probably going to make it 4. Meeting, strike, naval invasion, and yeah. Okay, so the meeting is probably going to be in the east again against that Russian Navy cruiser, which is still fighting our battleship fleet, which is pretty stupid. You should probably end at that point. And then strikes are just ports that are near, whatever. I need 800,000 tons of battleship though, which is or ships in general, which is a lot. A lot. And it's going to make me feel very, very bad about the fact that I need even more when I finally attack America. Now, the best thing is that I can probably blockade Austria after this with just like 1 battleship. So I just need to close this sea over here. As long as Italy doesn't suddenly turn against us, we're going to be entirely fine in this area. There's nothing that can stop us. We can just stay at war with Austria for as long as we want. And just get money. Soviet Union is accusing our country for war crimes. The Prime Minister is asking your opinion. Victims from... no, we're gonna pay money. Indeed interesting. Fight to the end, we're not stopping. Transport fleets, sure, we can damage your tiny ports even more. Port Arthur. Auto-resolve until the Oliphant is sunk. Gas turbines. Theoretically, really good. Practically, really good. That's 190 horsepower per ton. Now the cost. Cost is a different matter entirely. But man. Advanced sonar systems too. We're getting some really high-end research at this point. Wildschwein class heavy cruiser. You know what? Yeah, you can have one of those. Belarus is still getting attacked. Let us change. This attack is still continuing. It's at 92%, taking over Austria's most rich territory. No, it is the most rich. Well, second most, actually. Hungary is actually richer than Austria itself, which is interesting. We have a 0% chance to take over that territory because most of our fleet are not in the area. Kinda had a feeling that would happen. Giant lives in death. Over there. You're gonna combine for the moment with this fleet, because otherwise you're gonna get combined with whatever the fuck that I don't know what's going on. What fleet are you over here? Yeah, fairly small. We're definitely gonna move you into the circle here. We're definitely going to meet the requirement. The problem is just, will we beat the requirement? Actually, this fleet can probably combine with this over here. And then this fleet over here goes over on the border. Do we have any other fleets in the area that we can move? Probably not. We have some stuff over here. That's actually a surprisingly big heavy cruiser fleet. We're going to move over to... Sure, combined with... Actually, hang on. I'm going to move you a little bit further into this area. So we can move the heavy cruiser fleet further in there as well. Without stuff combining, hopefully. Because I don't like when massive fleets happen. It's just very, very difficult to control. So the naval invasion up here is continuing, that's good. The pier is also continuing. Kronstadt is going to require a bit more fleet power. So we're going to have to wait a moment. We're going to put pressure on Kronstadt, but we need to wait until these two invasions are over. Next turn. We probably have a lot of heavy cruisers we can move. And we're also going to move, once the ship is ready remodeling, we're going to move the other big one down to the south. So if we don't get it in the first invasion, the second one will surely be the end. And then we're just going to stay at war with them until our land army can just take whatever they can, I guess. Port of Kronstadt. Better submarines, very good. Austria has been conquered. So our territory advances. Now the only problem is that every other land-based invasion here, we're probably gonna have to go to peace with them at some point and then start another war later on. So we have a 52% chance to succeed. I don't know if you count as inside the radius. After that, you definitely will. There's an ambush here. 5 destroyers against the... These 6 class destroyers against the heavy cruiser and the destroyer. You know what? Auto-resolve, see what happens. Some damage. It's fine. We're going to move some submarines. Because while they're light, it's still tonnage. And tonnage is tonnage. There's nothing to complain about there. Now, we couldn't really move them there if we didn't have ports near the area, but we do, so that's great. Do we have more submarines in the area? Probably not, but... See, what do we have in here? Lots of light cruisers. Lots and lots and lots of light cruisers. You know what? You can join these. What about this here? No, no. 2 destroyers, 2 destroyers, 1 destroyer, 2 destroyers, 3 destroyers, 1 destroyer, a light cruiser and some destroyers. All of our heavier ships are currently tied up, I feel. That's not a ship that we want to send to battle, that's kind of a museum deal. You can't currently move out, but you are definitely going to be interesting to move there. Once you can. That's going to be captured next turn, that's going to be captured next turn, very nice. Everything wrapping up very nicely here. Southern Finland and Northern Finland taken at the same time. What a disgrace for Russia. Finland has been freed, sort of. Put in a new government, I'd say. Another battle, another submarine sunk. Strike against Kronstadt. A light cruiser. Okay. Advanced hull materials. Very nice. The Ottomans have broken... The Ottomans have signed a deal with Austria. They have a 50% chance to break through this now. That's less than before. Why is it less than before? Well, we're gonna move the big boy. You meet up with the other big boy. That's gonna take a while, because that's quite the distance to go all the way around there. The fact that this has gone down in chance is kind of bothering me. Why did you go down? You might be technically outside. Go a little bit further in. You might be technically outside. Let's go a little bit further in. Let's move all things a little bit closer to the inside of the circle. Maybe it's because we took some damage, but at the moment we're only repairing some destroyers. That doesn't make much sense. Move more submarines first of all. Move as many as you can. That's all of them. Pretty good. We have some heavy cruisers and light cruisers here. Sure, we can move those too. Link up with the big boys. And next turn. Actually, the convoy mission. What are you? What's the new destroyers against? Pretty terrible light cruiser. That's 3 guns. What? That's 3 fucking guns. Alright then. Let's see if we can actually attack Dalian at the same time that we're attacking Port Arthur. That would be funny. Next turn. Ah, shit! I could have moved my ships up north, over to Kronstadt. And then invaded it. Also, the positions of my ships here are a little bit questionable right now, on this current screen. They've all been moved inland. Meeting, strike, convoy, and submarine. We bombed the port. That's a bad meeting, I'll be honest. Withdraw, failure, I thought so. Auto resolve, see what happens. We sunk the battleship. Didn't expect that one. Hey, we lost the destroyer though. Oh well. Advanced survivability. Advanced bulkhead protection 8. Damn. Advanced torpedo launches. So we can move everything over to Kronstadt. There's really nothing they can do to stop us. move to the corner there. You move even closer to Kronstadt. You move in. And you move in too. And then we start another invasion. Should be Central Russia. 117,000 tons unnecessary. But that's fine. Our battleship is currently over there. It's gonna arrive soonish. 42%. Why is it going down? Auto resolve against the destroyer. Yep, thought so. That actually has anti-submarine stuff, doesn't it? Yeah, depth charges. Also. Auto resolve. Alright. Why is the chance here going down constantly? Move close to Balato. I'm not really worried, that's the wrong word, I'm just bothered by that. Well, Russia's losing all of their control pods, which is very nice to see. The thing is that the mainland Russian ports we've mostly already taken, they didn't really have that good. The best ports they had were definitely in the Black Sea. I'm very surprised that the Archangel port in northern Russia is that as bad as it is, because that's like 40,000 tons. They literally have no way where they can dock battleships. Fight against the port, destroyed even more. Battleship funnels, doesn't really do anything. Advanced propeller shaft, 5. Nice. Even longer barrels, 20-inch guns. That's some really, really, really big guns. And with all of the stuff that we have unlocked recently, we might actually build something with them. That's a 100% chance to succeed. Could probably actually pull some stuff back. Actually, you're not even in it. 42% chance to succeed. Now we're about to add another 100,000 tons to it. 130,000 tons even. 36,000 tons. Are you outdated as well? Sure. See what you can do. Light damage against the... it's fine. It's something. 'The question that I'm just asking myself here, do I try to design something even bigger than the 2 big boys we have already? Something so ludicrously big that it will take probably like 5 years to build. Unfortunately, it will take up just as much of our production. Auto-resolve. We can probably auto-resolve this too. Yeah, minimal damage. Less armor weights. Another radio. We're getting some really good tech right now. It's ridiculous. 44%? How the fuck is it still lowering? What do you mean? What? What the fuck is going on? I am very confused right now. We've just added another 136,000 tons to this, and it's still lowering the chance to succeed. Transports, that's gotta be good. Why is Qatar still yours? What? You are also a Croatian port. Whoa, that explains the extremely high amount of tonnage needed here. What the hell? Okay, alright. That is not great. It just means that we're probably going to have to wait until this is finished and then move everything down there. And maybe even check how long our new battleships will take. Because the Lower Saxony is still in production for 2 more months, and then probably 2-3 months for commissioning, and then we have another 240,000 tons, 260,000 tons maybe, of battleships available. So while this invasion might fail, the second one will not. Meeting, strike, battle, naval invasion. So battle is usually when you meet some big fleet. That does make me a little bit worried. Just a little bit. The meeting can be anything. It could just be destroyers running into destroyers or whatever. Strike is usually just an undefended port, so it's fine. Control the government. Yep, that is not great. The thing is, we're probably not going to be able to No, we can actually retreat from that. Auto-resolve. Bomb the port a little more. Auto-resolve? How the fuck did you take medium damage from that? What is wrong with you? And now we're repairing the damn ship. I should have done that myself. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, so this will definitely fail. I don't know how you failed that fucking assault. 50% damage? What did you do? What the fuck did you do? How's crew training green now? Hang on a minute. Finances. Naval budget is... Tech budget is currently at 99% and not 100. We should probably change that. That's going to cost us extra money here. Well, that's going to be as far as we go today, though. We've almost taken all of the stuff that I wanted to take today. I really wanted to take Montenegro as well. I didn't expect that that one pod is actually part of it as well. That's kind of annoying. I really thought that Qatar was a part of Montenegro down here. Oh well. Algeria is slowly getting whittled down. Very, very slowly. The reason being that we've just killed that many people defending Algeria that they're running out of soldiers. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about some other areas where we're really trying to get in. This is not going. This is... actually, this is going well. Surprising. They've lost almost all of their army. You hate that when you have a full fleet complete with dedicated ASW destroyers and CLs and you don't damage the sub at all, but it sinks the battleship. I mean, it wasn't a... That has not actually happened to me at all. What happened just now was the fact that it was one light cruiser against our biggest battleship, against the König Arthur at 136,000 tons, against the light cruiser at 15,000 tons. Mind you, by the way, and this is really funny to me, this ship, which is now repairing for 11 months, got destroyed, or got half destroyed by a light cruiser at 10,000 tonnage. Now you might look at these secondary guns and question yourself, how the fuck did that happen? These are 7-inch guns. At a range of, hang on, give me a moment. of 16 kilometers. How did the damn thing even get close enough to hit you? How did you not blast it out of the fucking water? Also, these things have essentially the same range, despite the fact that these are 4-inch guns. So yeah. 3-inch guns, actually. 3-inch guns. Shouldn't they be 3.9 inches? Wait, what? Oh no, wait, that's triple 4.1s. Never mind. I'm stupid. 6. All is good. So, I don't know. If I had taken control over that battle myself, which I thought was a waste of time because it was a completely ridiculous ship against a tiny light cruiser that was completely underpowered, it would have taken no damage at all. But oh well. It is what it is. And I will still have to have my stream for today, so let me quickly check who I can raid. While we're just loading here. I hope I didn't just crash the game by tabbing out on the loading screen. That would be kind of awkward. There we go. Now then, let me quickly see who can raid today. Who is currently online? I know that one Artemis, yeah, Artemis is currently online playing Baldur's Gate. You know what? I have no idea what that game is. Never heard of it. Let's go say hello to Nitro. He's currently playing Dungeon Munchies. I don't know what that is. So, I'm going to send you over there as I end my stream, and I'll be back tomorrow with some Armored Warfare, I think, actually, is what we planned for this week. Because there's still some experimental stuff going on with the schedule, specifically for Thursdays, so that's just how it is. It's also going to be an hour later than usual, so instead of 8 PM CET, it's going to be at 9 PM CET. Still, have a good night, thank you very much for being here, and